Hi guys, we're continuing with dress selection and design. So we've reached the point of radiation. Radiation is called is when you have lines coming out from one focal point. So to approach this design in the free manner characteristic of draping. This time-let radiating structural lines suggest silhouette and flowing rhythm, characterize the line movement. On tracing paper placed over the lay figure, draw lightly groups of lines fanning out from point of suspension. Points likely to yield results are neck, shoulder, center front, or center back of waistline, and side front or side back of waistline. Think of the line groupings as folds of cloth. Forget about contour at this stage. Steady the side of your palm on the paper and swing in lines lightly and freely. The lines may run beyond the contour of the lay figure. Do not try to stop them. The silhouette, when you decide on one, will enclose them. If you discover later that you've included too many lines, erase part or all of those which seem superfluous. The lines may, let's see. Squint your eye at the lines, then draw the silhouette. The grouping suggests a fluid form-fitting gown, draped, or a bouffant dress. Perhaps you will want to try one of each. The hub or focal points of the folds or flares must be controlled by a yoke, belt, neckband, or another device for finishing the folds smoothly. To conjure the shape of a supporting device, erase across the focal points. This forms a little pencil smudge that, surprisingly enough, often suggests an intriguing shape. Let your imagination and the requirements of the dress decide what it shall be. Now erase the outer or fanning ends of the folds. Outer or fanning ends. So the most of the lines run toward, but not quite as far as the contour. Folds draped toward the center of the body fan out better and appear lighter when they do not continue around to the back. Stopping folds short of the silhouette also shows that they grow out of the main body of the dress and are therefore superior to folds superimposed on the surface. Like a swag or a separate sash. So, letting line groupings suggest the silhouette limbers up your sketching and gives you more latitude to develop originality than the more set procedure used for the first 3 designs. But since all sources and methods inspire each of us differently, give both methods a fair trial and use whichever procedure serves you better. The possibilities of vertical, horizontal, and oblique line arrangements are practically inexhaustible. The more you experiment, the freer you will feel, and the more possibilities you will see for unusual combination of lines. Okay. Every design will not be equally successful, but before discarding any of them, study it to be sure that you made the most of it. Sometimes another person sees at once what a design needs. Herein lies the value of class criticism. Sources of design motivation. The preceding methods of drawing lines, arranging spaces, and erasing crisscrosses is a fundamental approach to designing and may always be used no matter what other source may have stimulated your ideas. Sources of inspiration other than abstract line arrangements are legion. These sources are readily available since they include everything of worth around us. All man-made forms, architecture, furniture, decorative objects, natural shapes, including everything that lives and grows, and costumes, historic, national, contemporary, all supply us with design themes. To benefit fully from any source, use it to guide your choice of contour and structure rather than as a motif for a bit of embroidery, a button, or any other comparatively trivial detail. They don't live. Okay. So before we got to this section, we were at the section of, doing silhouettes. So we used a magazine cutout to make a silhouette, and then they want us to do a freehand where like we make a silhouette of our own. So like, let me see. So like basically a silhouette of our own. So okay. We forgot the hair. Maybe we already included the hair. Did we? Did we include the hair? That's way too much. So they wanted us to try it at making a contour of our own without tracing, just on our own. So what we're trying to do. And then obviously you have to fill it in once you finish making the contour. I don't know if we should use an eraser. Should we? Or is that going to throw us off? I don't know. Okay. So we're making a deep neckline, obviously. It went some sort of oppositional lines. I don't know why. Maybe we can just add in some straight lines. Maybe about thin belt again to emphasize the waistline. It's not really a belt, I don't know what it is. Maybe just a theme or something. I don't know, that was kind of weird. What kind of arms are we making here? So I think we made it long enough where we don't have to put the shoes in there. Which is a good thing. Okay. So we may have made it like too wide in here. Yeah, probably. Maybe. Okay, there we go. We got our arms done. I think we got kind of design going on. So I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I may or may not have a veil on. I think I have a veil on. So there we go. I think that was most of it. We will add more hearts and such. They say too many decorations on a dress may be tacky or take away from it, but too plain is not good either, so need to have a little bit of something or other. So these may be some kind of hearts that are embroidered or something. We made like a kind of a fancy-ish gown. So yeah. Okay, I guess that's about it. We're doing our outlines too dark, I've noticed, in general. Not to do that too much. Ah! So let me see. So we made her drop down neckline, and then we have things shoulders strapless, like right here is where the top is, or the yoke. So I guess got no straps. We got no straps. Oh my god. And with that, you'd have to wear a strapless undergarments, obviously. Okay. I don't know. going on with this area right here? Okay, I see what it is. Necklace or something. It looks like a nun. Let me see. Is that right now? I don't want to put too much hair and stuff. Too much. It sort of looks like I'm wearing a veil that's kind of like covering my face. Or it could just be I have hair everywhere. In any case, I think that's sufficient for that. Let's see. For the shoulder, we made that kind of neckline. Kind of a neckline. I don't know. It's kind of with an open shoulder, I guess. Got more ruffly things coming down. I'm trying to think if that's correct. So erasing definitely makes a smudge effect. And does that. And then the heart. Heart stuff. Okay. Sometimes the veil is a good way to go. If you can't really figure it out, otherwise, like your hairstyle, I guess. I'm not putting too much, then we don't want to mess it up more. So I guess that's it. I almost want to put a thing right here. Put it over. Like that. I do look like a nun. I do too. So we got our headdress or cape, veil, not cape. I'm not trying to look like a vampire. Nun maybe, vampire no. Their daughter was wearing a wedding dress. One or the other. Anyway, so we'll just finish here. Today is 6/23. So 16. Then we're gonna wrap it up. Yay. Yay, 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 yay. Let's just jump, okay? Let's just jump. Okay, try my... So let's take a photo of it, and that's how we look. It didn't turn out as bad as it could have. I don't know if it's too simple, but that's what we get, so let's hold it up see what happens. Oh. It's not too bad, I guess. So that was our own silhouette. And then next time we will work on the radiating things we learned about today, right now. So they talk a lot about the hem, the hip being full, etc., and the skirt, and the waist, and this and that. Obviously, we made our skirt long. We didn't have to worry about legs too much, but which is not a big deal. Obviously, if we made a short skirt, we just, you know. But the point is that you know, as long as you get all the proportions right, I think that's the most important thing to getting it to look right. And attention to the bodice and not being very angular and a little bit curviness. And today we learned that it's important to have a little bit of structure as well as just flowiness. And besides just the natural look, have a little bit of structure thrown in there and some rigidity to balance it out, make it look more solid or stable. It's just an idea to give a shape more distinct lines and definition. And also we need to pay attention to how the dress fits around the bust and the upper arm areas. Those are areas that need to be paid attention to. So like the bust and the upper arm, that it fits the body correctly. I could probably have taken it in some more. I don't know if I did it too much on the horizontal, but anyway, it doesn't make much different. So, and the skirt can be, you know, straight or belled out. I usually preferred belled out look, but you know, it doesn't really make a difference. It's just a personal thing that you can change your mind on. And then, you know, obviously the arms, you could have different kinds of sleeves. The shoulder line and the yoke can all be different. You can have a different hairdo and different things going on with your hairstyle. You can accessorize. I'm digging the veil thing lately for some reason. It just makes your hair look more kind of pretty. You don't have to worry about too much about the hairstyle. And it looks more fancy and decorative than just your plain hair. It also makes you warmer. Warmth is always a good thing, I guess. So I'm not too much into the rectangular shape. Usually, I guess it's just something that is more of, I think, a professional thing, not like a dressy thing. It doesn't really give the person much personality, you know, if you're just focused on being boxy and such. You need to always be, you know, show your individuality and your personality. That's very important. So it's not good to just have a lot of just straight lines, unless it's for work reasons or professional reasons. But when you're designing an outfit, if it's not like a uniform, it should have some kind of variety to it. Otherwise, it defeats the whole purpose of anything that you're doing, you know. If everything's just straight lines and squares and rectangles, it's good for work because it adds facility and ease, and it makes things faster and easier. For functional reasons and practical reasons, but when you're trying to express your creativity in fashioning, it doesn't really make much sense. So I don't really waste my time too much with that. That's the reason for me. But okay, so we'll continue in the next part. My page is facebook.com. Yosalplay, YOSALLPLAY. Bye.